Hey everyone, what's going on? I, you know what? I should have recorded a clip of this Michigan game, but I didn't. I just took some screenshots of it. But the other day I was at work, and when I got off work, I came home and I sat down and I started watching the Michigan game. And literally the first thing that was going on when I sat down and watched the game was they had Michigan's field goal kicker on here, and they showed that his haircut looked like Ricky Vaughn from the movie Wild Thing. And they even kept going off about it. He's been major league. He's got that Charlie Sheen. Throw him the heater. Just to show you that they were talking about the movie Major League, which is connected to the Cleveland Indians, which is a team that I have been thinking is going to be in the World Series, or the Twins. The Twins versus the Dodgers, or the Indians versus the Dodgers. So just super interesting. The first thing that I notice is them talking about Major League that is connected. It's honestly connected to both the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Indians, because in part three, it's all about the Minnesota Twins. But I don't know. It makes me wonder. It truly makes me think the Twins or the Indians and the Dodgers are going to be in the World Series after seeing this. But, we'll see how it plays out. But I wanted to show you some of the gematria and some of the other funny things that happened in regards to what when they were talking about this. So Ricky Vaughn in Gematria, and if you don't know Gematria, check out the link in the description called How to Gematria, and I'll show you what it is. It's the practice of coding numbers and words, and it is used every day in our media. Our media is coded this way, our sports league's coded this way, and it's all interrelated. So, moving on. Ricky Vaughn in Gematria equals 58. Michigan's field goal kicker is Quinn Nordin. That equals 58 in the reverse method. Wild Thing is Ricky Vaughn's nickname. Wild Thing equals 52, just like Wolverines. And Michigan ended up winning with 33 points. Cleveland equals 33. Also, Wild Thing is played by Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen equals 64 in the reverse reduced. Michigan equals 64. Of course, Charlie Sheen on the movie Red Dawn, about the Wolverines. So, real quick, let's look at some of the gematria that I've previously documented in regards to some of this stuff. So, we got Michigan Wolverines equals 98 in gematria. Right now, their coach is Jim Harbaugh. That equal, well, it equals 98. I didn't know he equaled 64 as well in the reverse method. So Michigan Wolverines equal 98. Jim Harbaugh equals 98. Just want to point it out. Michigan equals 64 in the reverse method. Hilarious. Tom Brady. Tom Brady equals 98. Also 46 in the reverse reduced. I just learned reverse in the past year, so it's funny. 46, Michigan, 46. How funny is that? So, sorry to get off topic here. Michigan Wolverines, 98. Jim Harbaugh, 98. Tom Brady, 98. And if you know Michigan, he became the starter at Michigan in the year 1998. He's also, remember in the Super Bowl, they had the Snickers commercial? Snickers 98 with Tom Brady? Or, it was when Tom Brady was in the Super Bowl. It was the Brady Bunch commercials. Brady Bunch, 98. Interesting thing, if you write out 98, I keep spelling things wrong. 98, 98 equals 64, just like Michigan. So, just pointing it out. This is how it's all coded. This is how it works. It's been this way forever. It's not just limited to Michigan and Tom Brady and Jim Harbaugh. Tons of other things. Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan both equal 113. But what the funniest part about all of this was the fact that right after they were talking about Ricky Vaughn and whatever else, literally they were talking about it. Michigan kicked the ball off, and the guy who received the ball was Tyree Cleveland. Hopefully this picture will pull up here. I'm out in the car, so the internet doesn't work very well, but hopefully you can see this here. Tyree Cleveland, number 89, was the one who returned the ball just after they were talking about Major League and Ricky Vaughn, Major League about the Cleveland Indians. And you know what? When this happened, I noticed it was Cleveland, number 89, and I've been talking about the Los Angeles Dodgers. And I told my girlfriend, Los Angeles Dodgers equal 89. I've been talking about the Indians possibly playing the Dodgers in the World Series, and I explained to her why this whole thing was so funny. And I remember telling her, I said, I'm pretty sure we're going to get the Dodgers and the Indians in the World Series after seeing this. And right when I said Dodgers, I noticed on the bottom of the screen, it said Dodgers, right? Right when I said Dodgers, this popped up. Dodgers versus Padres. And I was like, what? That's some weird stuff, And going back when I rewound it and took the screenshot, I noticed that it had the Dodgers and San Diego on the bottom of the screen. And I just talked about the connections to San Diego as the Chargers are now in Los Angeles and whatnot. I'll leave a link to my last video about Poltergeist, but it's all synced up to Los Angeles. The Chargers playing in Los Angeles or whatever. But notice the score is 3-3 even. Cleveland equals 33. The Cleveland Indians are cursed by Rocky Colavito, who was born in 1933. And I talked about how the World Series begins on the day of the stock market crash, the 88th anniversary of the stock market crash happening on October 24th. And the president, who was the president during the stock market crash, was Herbert Hoover, who was born on August 10th, and Rocky Colavito, also born on August 10th, and Lou Boudreau, another guy that plays an importance in this, he died on August 10th at the age of 84 in 2001. Rocky Colavito is currently 84 years old, talking about how it's synced up to the Jesuits. Jesuit equals 84. And what's even more interesting is that I mentioned the movie, my battery was dying, so I went in the house and charged it and came back out here. And I looked up the movie Red Dawn because of Charlie Sheen and whatnot. Red Dawn came out in 1984, 19, on August 10th. Of all days that it would come out, 1984 was 33 years ago. Cleveland equals 33. Curse of Rocky Colavito equals 113. His real name, Rocco Domenico Colavito Jr. equals 113. It's the 113th World Series. It seems fitting that the Indians might actually win the World Series this year, Who knows? Just pointing it out, it just blows me away by these weird coincidences that happen when I'm watching TV and whatnot. But I mean, no doubt the announcers knew what they were doing when they talked about, you know, Ricky Vaughn, and then all of a sudden the ball gets kicked off to a guy named Cleveland. Absolutely positive they knew that was going to happen. And his number being 89 and Los Angeles Dodgers equaling 89, and then they have all this Dodger stuff on the bottom of the screen. It's funny too, Padre is a father, right? And my priest stuff I was talking about that was interrelated a long time ago, priests or fathers, I was talking a lot about. I talked about the child molesting priest in my own town, Father Howard Fitzgerald. And then we got the USS Fitzgerald story in the news just a few days later. Funny just thinking about that Wolverines movie as well, in regards to 33 years ago, 1984, and it's all about the Soviets coming to American soil and whatnot. And just think about that in regards to Donald Trump and all the Russia stuff. Now we're getting North Korea like crazy in the news again. And the newest movie, Red Dawn, the remake, is all about North Korea coming here and being backed by Russia and whatnot. It's just pretty funny. And then think about the book 1984, how they're always trying to scare people with war. I don't know. It's just interesting stuff. But, most people don't ever think about stuff like that, I guess. And at least nobody I know in real life, only a few people, so. Anyway, Michigan's kicker his name is Quinn Nordin, or however you pronounce it. That equals 148 in reverse gematria, just like Cleveland Indians. And this same day, the only field goal that he missed was a 52-yard field goal. Wolverines equal 52. Super fitting that he would miss a field goal from 52 yards. And he made other ones that were over 50, But he missed the one that was 52 yards because Wolverines equal 52. Also, the same day, the Indians were playing Detroit. And Detroit is the team that Rocky Colavito got traded to for Harvey Keene or whatever. So, how interesting. I also pointed out, though, the guy who was returning the ball, Tyree Cleveland, he's from Houston, Texas, which makes you think of the Astros possibly and whatever else. But Tyree Cleveland equals 65. The Dodgers lost this day 6-5 against the Padres, 6-5. And San Diego Padres equals 65 in Gematria. Florida equals 65 in Gematria. Florida Gators equals 64, just like Michigan. Just throwing that out there. But, you know, Florida equals 65. That's why Tyree Cleveland equals 65. We'll type it out really quick. Florida, 65. Tyree Cleveland, 65. That's why he plays for the Florida Gators. It just happens every single day. And it's nonstop. You make a billion of these videos, and who knows? Who knows if it's going to do any good. But whatever, I'm going to keep pumping these videos out as much as I can. Dodgers lose 6-5. But I guess leaving it at that, just making a quick video. Wanted to show some of the hilarious riddles that they do in some of these major sports games. And I'm pretty sure it's synced up to exactly what I'm talking about. And who knows, after seeing the Wolverine stuff from the movie Red Dawn, I'm totally almost sold on the Indians versus the Dodgers in the World Series. So, actually, look at this. I didn't even notice the 2012 film of Red Dawn came out on the Jesuit anniversary in 2012, right? And all of it goes back to the Jesuit stuff that I've been talking about. That's why Rocky Colavito is 84 years old this year. That's why Lou Boudreaux died at the age of 84. 84 is a number that's super connected to the United States of America as well. United States of America equals 84. Thomas Jefferson equals 84. Louisiana Purchase equals 84. George the Third, I think it is, that we got our independence from. 84. All throughout American history. Let's type in some other ones. Just to show you. United States of America, 84, gained our independence from George III, that equals 84. It's a super special number. So, gonna leave it at that. Just wanted to point out a few more things that I just randomly noticed. My battery's gonna die again. So, I'm really gone this time. Peace.